Here we are, Brittany, Caleb, and Zeke, the special guest here on our Steelwrist video here. Zeke's gonna help narrate our reaction video here to some time lapse and some other stuff here where I had spent a couple days putting in a catch basin here on the property at Almond HQ, and Britt gets to come in and do the glory work and do the backfill, the fun part. And so here we go, we're gonna go through this. Here we go, I gotta mute it. We're gonna play through it. So, oh no, wait a second, we weren't side bucketing. Okay, so there's our catch basin, right Britt? You've worked on a bunch of those with us now for...
Yeah, it was weird to see not on the repair side of things.
Yeah, actually install, yeah, because we repair a lot of those. There I am like yelling something at you there, turn this, do that.
You were telling me how to put it, where you specifically want the number 9s before I start filling with dirt.
Right, so we're bedding the pipe there with 9s so that those 9s work their way in around below, halfway around the pipe. The bottom half is called the spring line, or below the spring line there. And so we want to make sure those 9s, or the Canadians call it HPB, high performance bedding. It's a blend of 8s and 9s, and I don't know what other magic potion they put in it. But Britt getting in there, dumping side bucket. What do you think of that, Zeke? Mm-hmm. Can you do that? You can't?
Yeah.
Well, part of the communication here is I couldn't hear over the machine and then the trash pump we had to go.
Yeah, that's true. We had the water pump going there, trash pump, as Britt properly called it. But you can see that stone just falls right in there perfectly, and so it sandwiches around that pipe perfectly. And the beautiful ADS pipe, by the way, Advanced Drainage Systems, dual wall corrugated. Love that stuff. I love that stuff, Brittany. Your thoughts?
I love it too.
But I can't get over just how awesome that Steelwrist is and how handy it is. I couldn't imagine not having it. It's so nice.
I have switched the controls on it though.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there we are. Yeah, getting it bedded in, make sure we're getting down around the bottom part of that, make sure it's good and supported.
So you operate on backhoe?
Well, we're all on backhoe controls, but you just changed, you change tilt and rotate function in the thumbs. You're opposite of what Tyler and Bo and I are. Or no, Bo went on your team too there, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, backfilling, doing a little specific touch-up work there. I am filthy, it's been a long day. But that was fun, I enjoyed that actually a lot. It was nice to get out of the office here.
It's crazy, I always think that the bucket's more full than it is. Especially if I scoop backwards, I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good one. And then like, I collect it all and it's like half full.
But the ability I used to think too, they used to advertise like a 10% material savings with tilt rotators and stuff. And I used to think it was such a stupid gimmick. But when I realized you can more precisely place your bedding material, and maybe not so much in our case here, but I see where the material savings could come from. A little bit of 57 mixed in there too, which is fine because I mean you can bed pipe in 57 as well. A little cab action in view here. Zeke, what do you think of that?
That's cool.
Britt gonna come around and bonk me in the head here in a second.
I have not hit you in the head before. You have hit me.
That's true. But you broke my ribs.
ribs.
Yeah, but you broke my ribs one time, which was my fault because I was stupid and standing over a spud bar. There's a video of that. I think it's actually titled "Brittany Broke My Ribs."
What do
you think of that, Zeke? Mom broke my ribs. She dropped a giant chunk of concrete. It hit a spud bar and catapulted it up into my chest.
Remember when Dad couldn't laugh?
No.
Yeah, because my chest hurt too bad to laugh.
Zeke, what do you think about this excavator with the Steelwrist compared to the old excavator with a regular bucket?
This one's better than...
Why's that?
It's cooler.
That is important. Coolness is important.
Importanter.
Importanter. That's right, Zeke. Importanter, huh?
School is important, but your scooter is important.
That's right.
Now, I did learn something here with packing all the soil, the wet soil, into the bucket.
What's that? Material, some might call it.
Material.
Oh, there I'm hitting with a few shots of grease real quick. That's important on those tilt rotators.
Didn't you say you like that grease? Isn't that new?
No, we got one of those grease lockers. Those things are awesome. I'll shout them out. Lock and Lube. Man, that thing is awesome. Love that Lock and Lube.
I built that.
You did? Yeah, Zeke and Levi assembled. I ordered like 3 new guns and 3 Lock and Lube kits.
See that material I have built up in the corner? That was driving me crazy.
So we're supposed to be teaching people this. What was wrong? What were we doing wrong there?
I jammed I packed all the soil into the bucket when I was like reaching out really
Yeah,
far.
like collecting it, you're
Yeah.
smushing it all into the crevices.
Yeah,
of
but
the
I was
bucket,
getting
yeah.
a big scoop.
You were maximizing your cycle there. That's for sure. But yeah, the problem is when you really ram down into all that mud or even just regular dirt or soil. As soon as that bucket's at capacity, don't try to jam it anymore full because it just packs all that material in the corners and stuff. And when it's wet, mucky like this, you want to try to keep it on that outer lip of that bucket so you're not having to deal with this. And it still may stick regardless, but you can help keep from packing the corners full there. Where are you going, Zeke?
I need to go get water.
Oh man, okay. A little bit of that side bucket action. You do lose, the breakout force. Oh, here we go. We're getting fancy. Picking up the.
Yeah, look at that.
You did. You got it. Good job. And here comes dinner. Cool. Those those pincers, as I like to call them, are so handy. That grading bucket is always really surprising to me. Just how the cutting power of it, because it's a big knife edge and it doesn't have the lips or the edges of the bucket. It's just crazy how much more productive that cutting edge is than on a traditional big smooth edge bucket. It's such a strange thing. We had a 36-inch smooth bucket on our 303, and a smaller machine. But by the way, too, in normal situations, we would want to be sheep's footing this backfill or jumping jack compactor. This is at our own facility. We can kind of monitor and manage the settling and consolidation situation. Also, with that kind of mud, you're going to have a heck of a time, getting it to compact because it's just going to stick and everything. So
being able to flip the bucket around is, I don't want to say game changer because everyone says that, but it is pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, depending on your approach or attack angle, there we are. I'm filling in with some random big open stone. Again, that open stone isn't going to settle. That's why you like seeing that as backfill. The only problem is you can get water in around that way. So do a little bit of pressing in there, pushing.
You brought me some dry dirt.
Yeah, and so that's right. I was also feeding you with some dry material. There we are, getting some clean stone around it again, so we have less settling right around the structure itself. I buried my ladder in there, then bent it. I bent the bottom of the leg. Oh, sorry, Zeke, come on around, dude. So then just working it around the corner, just kind of like you work concrete, just making sure it's all consolidated in there. And then once that clean stone is locked in place, that angular clean, it's going to set real still, especially when it's enclosed like 360 degrees like that. Being able to reach around the sides of stuff like that is so cool. I remember seeing that at ConX the first year in 2020, seeing a guy work around a manhole with a tilt rotator. It was just like, oh wow, that's pretty slick. And then a bunch of my friends and peers were like, those things are stupid. And I'm like, no, you're dead wrong, man. These things are awesome. And that's why they've been in Europe for 30 years, and they're taking their time to adapt over here because everybody's so hard-headed. But it's crashing upon the shores like a tidal wave of understanding, Zeke. You know that? Your generation will fully understand these things. My generation is just now coming online with them. How about that, Zeke? If we're not digging with lasers and stuff by the time you're 20. Clean our bucket out a little bit there.
No,
I tell you, I love working like that, man. It is so fun. Working in the office is so stressful, but you go out in the field, it's such like
it's
a relief.
Hey, it's so fun playing soccer. Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, buddy. That is fun. And we're going to crush you tonight in Parents versus Kids game. Yep, we're going to crush you.
No, we're going
That's
20 to 1.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So able to separate some materials there, that's pretty cool. Brits, what's going through your head through all this?
Just don't fill the basin.
Oh, gotcha. A little spin action there.
Spinny.
That's a good angle. That's really pretty. It's starting to get dark. I brought every machine we had down because everything was in. That was a catch basin we pulled out of a job in Indiana. And it had a crack.
Look, I did that too.
Look at you. I know.
I can
big
do
time.
better. I can do better.
Oh, okay. Big shoots. Let's see it. We're having a hard time grabbing having a hard time grabbing the grate there. Oh,
Why
I think
so
I jump
dark?
in here now. Well, because it's nighttime and we want to get the heck out of there. So, setting a grate on there. It's amazing how much better of a. And there's our guys. Keith, big shout out Keith and Mr. Tyler there. They got in real late from a job out of town that was not going so well, and they put in a hard week there. And big thanks to them. But coming in, tidying up here, just getting this thing kind of roughed in.
I mean, it allows you to clean up so much more effectively.
Yeah.
Because our old excavator, we would to pick up and move, and then go to the other side, then go to the other side. Then we had to bring a ditch witch around it, to do final cleanup. And you can do everything with this one machine. So as far as that goes, it's very efficient.
Absolutely.
Don't worry.
Well, we'll do some more of these. Zeke, any input here?
Any comment on the steel wrist? No.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, folks. We got a lot more of these coming, and we'll get a lot more in depth on some how-to stuff and better applications for steel wrist.
Add more green.
And more green. You want more green on it?
Yeah.
That's Zeke's favorite color. All right. So that's that, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.